So if you want to become ripped and get a perfect body, you've planned out your fat loss diet and supplementation strategy, you only need to finalize your training regimen and be ready to go. How do you work out to lose fat? What are the most effective workouts to include? What is the most effective split? The accessible expertise is diverse and conflicting, since what works for one person does not necessarily work for another. If so, how does one develop a training regimen when everyone reacts differently to various training programs? While everyone has unique fat loss training methods, a few training methods, strategies, and exercises work for everyone, regardless of who they are or what their training experience is. Resistance training is a crucial component of fat loss training and is significantly more effective than cardio. In fact, you don't even need cardio to become ripped. Before we start our fitness journey, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more body transformation tips. There are 8 exercises that everyone should include in their resistance training program. Squat. You may add squat variants to target certain muscles more specifically. The front squat emphasizes the quadriceps, while the back squat emphasizes the gluteals and hamstrings. Changing the breadth of your stance during squats affects which muscles are pushed most intensely. A tight stance will target the quadriceps more, whilst a wide stance will target the gluteals and hamstrings, and the sumo stance will target the adductors. Squats may be performed with barbells, dumbbells, Swiss balls, or even your body weight. The efficiency of the squat is also determined by whether you use free weights like barbells and dumbbells, or machines like the Smith machine and hack squat, with barbells superior to the rest. Deadlift. If the squat is the king, the deadlift is the queen. Though the names for both exercises may be used interchangeably, the deadlift recruits and strengthens the large lower body muscles, from the shoulder girdle down to your hips and legs, with an emphasis on the gluteus maximus, quadriceps, hamstrings, hips, and abdominals, as well as strengthening and stabilizing the erector spine and lower back. This exercise is critical, since most lower backs are weak, resulting in instability, injuries, and other problems. When lifting higher weights, you may utilize straps to keep your grasp on the barbell, depending on your forearm and grip strength. Otherwise, you may use either both hands pronated or an alternate grip, which improves strength, with one hand pronated and the other supinated. Power clean. The power clean is a compound exercise that targets the lower legs, quadriceps, gluteals, upper back, and deltoids, similar to the deadlift in the muscles worked, but without the capacity to lift as large weights. Power exercises are the most effective to utilize. Although the power clean is a tough exercise, it may be valuable in your fat loss attack. Bench press. The bench press, another power exercise, is the principal exercise utilized to train the pecs and, to a lesser degree, the anterior deltoids and triceps. Like the squat, the bench press may be done in various ways to target different parts of the chest. More precisely, a flat bench press targets the center of the chest, an incline bench press targets the upper pectorals and serratus anterior, and a decline bench press targets the lower pectorals. Again, dumbbells or a barbell may be used for this exercise, with the barbell being better, even though using dumbbells demands more stability. Reverse grip bent over row. The back is the largest upper body muscular group after the lower body, comprising the whole region from the top of the trapezius down to the hips. The bent over row works the back while counterbalancing the bench press. The reverse bent over row is superior to the standard bent over row because it activates more muscles. It would help if you utilized a pronated grip, and depending on the breadth of your grasp, you may target the rhomboids or the latissimus dorsi. A broader grasp targets the latissimus dorsi more, whereas a tighter grip targets the rhomboids. To enhance the intensity of the workout, keep your feet on the ground or raise them on a bench. Pull-up. Pull-ups are the most complete exercise for back development, especially for the latissimus dorsi, and you get every part of your back, from the wide part of your trapezius and latissimus dorsi, tapering down to your waist and lower back, simply by combining pull-up variations. Pull-ups may be done in various ways, from utilizing full body weight to using an aided machine to adding more plates from a chain on a weight belt. You may use a tight or broad grip, with your hands neutral, pronated, or supinated. You may perform half reps. The focus is on the back, but the biceps get more attention. Full pull-ups, with elbows fully extended, or sternum pull-ups, where you keep going up until your sternum contacts the bar. Military press. The military press, also known as a shoulder press, targets the deltoids and is often performed standing. This challenges the trainee to stabilize their core rather than using the bench for support, as they would in a sitting military press. The core is stimulated during the military press, as it is during the squat, deadlift, and reverse bent over row. Barbells or dumbbells may be utilized, with a barbell preferred, since unilateral motions can occasionally lead to muscle and strength imbalances. There are two types of presses, in front of the head and behind the head. Behind the head presses are reserved for experienced trainees owing to the greater danger of damage if the exercise is done improperly. Dips. Dips are the finest triceps workout you can perform. Beginners might begin with bench dips, performed with their hands on a bench and their feet on the floor. On the dip bars, progress to body weight dips. Weight may be added to dips by putting a dumbbell between their feet or suspending a plate on a chain on a weight belt. Dips, whether fast or slow, work your arms and provide a burn during the eccentric motion. You may change your hold from the standard shoulder width apart to slightly broader or even with your palms towards your body. Dips should be done with the body straight up and down to concentrate primarily on the triceps. A tilt in the upper torso leads the pectorals to work harder. Dips may also help you improve your bench press strength. Setting up your training split. The brand new trainee for novices. 2 to 3 days of exercise per week will be enough. But 3 days is better to get you conditioned and habituated to exercising. Each body component should be exercised once a week to allow for enough recovery time before the following training session. We recommend training the entire body, regardless of whether you use the 2 or 3 day split, because it produces more anabolic hormone than just doing the upper or lower body alone, recruits more motor units than just doing the upper or lower body alone, and the more motor units recruited per session, the greater the increase in neural activity, which will train the body to work more effectively as a whole and thus aid in better fat loss. If you are a novice, be sure that you always employ correct form for every exercise. Otherwise, you risk injuring yourself. All repetitions should be controlled and performed with proper technique. It is not so much about how much you can lift as it is about how properly you lift. And we strongly suggest hiring a personal trainer if you are just beginning out so that you can be trained in the proper technique, which is critical for each exercise. The experienced trainee. The experienced trainee can handle performing each body part more than once a week, as long as they receive appropriate recuperation between same body part sessions. 3 to 5 day splits, as well as 2 days on, 1 day off, and so on, are common. Many experienced athletes will only take 1 day off from training and will do cardio on non-resistance training days. Prepare to become ripped as you watch the fat melt off your body with these 8 exercises in your resistance training program, possibly some cardio and your nutrition perfected. Those are the exercises that will get you ripped in no time. Smash that like button. Subscribe and follow for more fitness tips to transform your body.